Hey everybody, and welcome to episode 15 of my Minecraft Let's Play. And I just got finished murdering all these trees, and I just got finished planting all these trees, because today, what I want to do is to work on my walls. And I'm going to get somewhere high up, so I can give you a higher up view, I guess, of the walls, just so you can see what I'm talking about. But I want to make them look nicer than they do right now. I want to add more details, like if you look over here, I believe. Maybe? Yes, right here, there's some wooden posts. I know that's not really a lot, but I just want to make them look nicer, make them taller, just make them look more like walls. If I don't die. No promises. Okay, well this seems relatively safe, I hope. We'll see if I die. But anyway, oh, I'll stay away from you. But this is what the base looks like right now. Probably shown you guys before. And I don't think the walls look bad. They're just kind of bland right now because there's no real detailing on them. Like that doesn't look very good. It's just kind of a bunch of cobblestone. I hear somebody. There we go. Get back down there. Anyway, I just want to add more details, probably add some wood on it because I have a decent amount of wood I just got from the tree farm. And I don't know, maybe some stone bricks, but I haven't really decided the blocks I want to use. I just want to make it taller and look more uniform. Like for instance here, it looks kind of strange how it goes straight and then it suddenly jets up. And then like the height, it's a lot taller there than it is at other parts, so I'm just gonna work on it, see what I think looks good. Maybe add some towers, because I think towers would be really awesome, especially by the gates. But actually, before I do any of that, what I would like to do is make a quick way to get from down there to up here, because right now there isn't anyway. So what I think I'll do is make a bunch of ladders and probably have a drop right here for you to get from there up there and then up to this tower, because right now you kind of have to shimmy up like a mountain goat. Well, I don't have any torches, so I need to come back, and also my inventory is completely full. But this is what I was talking about, something like this. And it's really ugly right now, but just a little way to get down, up and down a lot easier than before. I think I'll add these posts here, because I think that'll make it look a little nicer. Yeah, I like how that looks. It seems more like a framework now with those. So it looks like that. Alright, so this is what the walls currently look like. Just a big wall of cobblestone. And what I want to do is take it from this to this. And this is something that I made in one of my testing worlds. It's what I'd like for the completed wall to look like. Obviously it's going to look a little different because it's going to be changes in elevation, but I think I'll just take this, like each chunk, so say when the ground moves up here, on the next chunk it'll be one block higher. The same thing, like that same little section there, from there to there, just one block higher. And it keeps a bit of the cobblestone and makes it taller, uses the wood, because I really like the look of the wood. It adds towers, which I really do like. And I think it fits with the style of the rest of my base. And it's the same on either side. And I missed a little bit. And I use a little andesite, or smooth? Yeah, polished, there we go, polished andesite to add a little detailing. Added the stone bricks on the bottom and the tower because I like how it looks, but I still wanted to keep most of the cobblestone so I don't have to tear the whole wall down. And then that leaves a bit on the inside for me to make a tunnel or leave hollow. So the first thing that I'm going to do is, well, get rid of my crap, because I have a lot of stuff that shouldn't be in my inventory. But I'm going to get all my building materials that I'll need, and I'll probably start over there, just because that's a nice flat open area. And then I can move on to the harder regions after. And I'm really liking how the space is turning out. And at least around here, with all the nature everywhere and the flower pots. Now, I really like how it looks. I just want to make the rest of the base look that nice. Oh, of course. Well, as it turns out, I have no stone brick. and I'm gonna need quite a bit. So I'm gonna get started building, and I'm just gonna pop some cobblestone into the furnace so I can get smooth stone and then make stone bricks. But I can start working on the walls right now without that. Okay, so the main wall that I made was 7 blocks high, and the main tower is 11 blocks high. So I need to count that. 1, 2, 7. So this is how tall the regular wall is going to be, and then the other will be 4 higher. Oh, no wait, I didn't. So that goes down 3, because this is 4 tall, the first segment. Then it goes over 3, and then there's another pillar right here, if I can jump right. And then back here, this is where it goes up. Or normally it would go up like that, and then another post here. But I'm going to build towers on either side of these gates, so I just need to go up straight on this block. So before I die down there, I am just going to build up here for now. I can build these posts, so these 3 high ones along the wall, and then later, when it's morning, I can build down there. So I'll get back to you guys when it's done raining or when something else interesting happens. So what I just realized is that I forgot that I filled the wall, or the inside of the wall, with dirt and sand and gravel and all my junk blocks, because I'll grab some sand, because I didn't want any mobs to spawn in there. So instead of actually filling it with cobblestone, I just filled it with sand. So what I need to do is do that for the rest, because I'm not going to clear out the whole thing. I mean, that's a lot of work. It's way too much work. So I'm just going to fill up the rest instead of making like some tunnel inside. But this is what the wall looks like, at least on this side. And I like this a lot more, and I'll show you guys it from the outside. Because it looks a lot more like castle walls now, because here, you know, it's just a big cobblestone slab. Over here, and of course the other side looks nicer, but the design I really like. The walls are definitely more imposing, and it really makes it look like a castle instead of just a bunch of cobblestone. Oh, hello there. I just started recording again, and I forgot there was a zombie there. No, no, close! If there's one thing I hate in Minecraft, it's these little baby zombies. Because they are impossible to kill, especially on hard. Oh no. Oh no. Get back! I don't want to die. Ah, crap. Okay, well, I clearly need to work on my wall. It's not doing its job. Before I had the wall going up and down a lot. You can see a little there, it goes up and then up again. And I still want to do that, especially on the angled parts. It's just on the bigger straightaways, I want it to be all level, because I think that looks nicer, and I can just lower the terrain outside and keep the wall. Like, it just makes my life a little easier. So, for reference, let me get down and show you guys everything that you see here. So all the wood from there, over here, and over there. On both sides, that was my entire tree farm. So getting rid of my tree farm once gives me all that wood. And I'll hop up there, and you'll quickly see that little section is nothing compared to how big this wall is. So I am going to need quite a lot of wood. And I mean, I'm probably going to chop that thing down about 10 or 15 times just to get enough wood for this. Because I like the look of the wood. I definitely like the look of the wall. But I'm going to need a lot more than what I have right now. Well, in my usual lucky fashion, it has started raining again. And that reminds me, I need to put a roof on this, because I'm getting wet. But I collected a decent amount of wood. I'm probably going to burn through this in no time. But I'm going to get started adding more to the wall. What I'm going to do right now is just add the wooden frame and not any of the stone on the inside. because I haven't decided where I want towers yet, and then I'd have to go back and remove blocks anyway to add towers. So I'm just going to start with the wooden frame, and I'll update you guys soon-ish. Unless I need more wood, which I probably will. Which way is it? It's over here. I get turned around. Oh, another little update I forgot to mention, actually on that side of the wall, is right here. I decided to put a crafting table and a furnace on the top of each of the towers, just because I had them and they're cheap and that's convenient, because I usually disperse them throughout my base. Like, I don't know where they are. I think there's one down there. There's I just have them in convenient places, so this would be nice. I just slept because I hate rain, but also because since I'm at this angled part, I had to do a lot of testing in my testing world to figure out just what the heck I'm gonna do, because things get a little strange when I go when it becomes an angle. So I'll just try to build it and see how it goes. It has to get a little thicker on the wall segment just because it's an angle, because if it were this thick, like that for instance, I feel like it'd be a little cramped. But I'm just going to build it and see how it goes, and then I'll show you guys once I have a little more progress. Alright, we're back. So from my testing world, because that's where I build everything before I actually build it, the wall has to look like this. So on the inside, it'll still be the 3 wide, because I do like that pattern and I want to keep it consistent. However, the issue is that on the outside of the wall, it has to get a little thicker. Namely right here, because... Actually, I'll just cut and then show you guys, because I can't... I have some reference images up on my other monitors, but I can't do that while I'm talking. Okay, well, I was probably going a little crazy, because this is a lot simpler than I thought it was. So, with the exception of here, this corner is kind of weird. The posts line up diagonally with each other. So see the, what am I talking about? The posts you can't see. I connect the 2 of these on either side with logs. Oh, or did I not? Okay, I completely forgot to do that. On my original plan, I had these connected, so I may do that later on. But I wanted to keep the inside and the outside balanced like they are here, with these posts being on either side of each other. And that is what happens on the wall, but as you can see, it does get wider here. Like, this is about 3 wide, when before it was 1 less. So I don't think that's a bad thing, because although it gets wider, it is easier for me to build. Like, the thing that I had before was just really confusing with the side, and if I jump down here, you can see it's still more or less a diagonal angle. It gets a little funky there, because I have the cobblestone blocks go in. Like here I have it recessed into the wall a little bit, so that's why it looks a little blobby, but this is what I'm going to do for the diagonal sections. I have gotten some more diagonals and I've laid things out a bit. So I forget if I showed you this already, but this is how the diagonal comes in, and then it goes back to the 2 wide over here. And then I'm at the same width again over here, and this little divot in is how I'm going to do that. Because there isn't a lower wooden part, the part that would be right here, I'm not putting that in, or if I do, it'll be later, but right now I'm not. And then the outside, it still aligns with those, but the problem, as you can see, is that the wall is supposed to end here, and it ends here currently, so I need to remove all of this, all of that, and then a bit of that, and replace it with cobblestone and polished andesite, but that's for later. And then over here, it just comes around. I know it looks like a disaster right now, but I'm just trying to dismantle the old wall. And yeah, I'm just gonna keep working on it. It's going, not going well, but it's going. And also, on a better note, it's day 700. So you can see, actually, if I go to statistics, I've wasted almost 7 days of my life just on this one world. Yay me. Okay, everybody, so status update. I am here. I got a little carried away. as you can tell. I used a lot of wood. I need to go and grab some from the tree farm in a second. But I added, I'll run over there in a moment, but I added another tower on the other side of that gate. And then I was working on getting the two different kinds of angles, because this is just a 45-degree slope versus this is a more gradual angle all the way down here. And then right here it goes back to a 45-degree and then it goes flat. So it's a lot of weird things with this wall. I'm standing on one of the towers right now. So at every gate that I used to have, like over there, I have a little dock outside that gate. So I put towers there, putting towers here. I'm going to put towers way down there by the main gate, and probably not up there yet. I might do that in another episode because this is enough work as it is. But this is how it's going, and I'll hop over there to show you guys what that looks like. Ah! So this is what I was talking about. These two towers right here on either side of the gate. And I'm going to have to mess around with this to make it not have a hole in it. And make this more aligned with the gate. And obviously the walls are still very rough, like that's finished there, but there's no trim at the bottom. These are missing the sides. There's still a lot of work to do. But my goal right now is get the framing for the entire thing done. And then once I do that, then I can decide, okay, where do I want the towers? Where do I want the designs to be put in? Just so I don't do extra work for myself. Whee! Never gets old. We are at the main gate now, or halfway there. I think last time I updated I was back there-ish? I can't remember. It's been a while. I've been working on this for too many days. But I'm going to continue that way. I'll probably update you guys when I'm by that bridge, maybe. I don't know, that's going to be a weird spot because it's not really a wall. I might put towers on either side of that, but I'm going to decide that later. I'm just going to keep framing. Oh, alright. I finished outlining the wall, or scaffolding, I believe I called it. This has taken me, I don't even know how many days, because I got sick, I was traveling, but as you can see, the basics of the scaffolding, at least, are all there. They're in various stages of being completed. So over here, obviously, very complete. Some place like over there, there's barely nothing. So since I've laid out where the columns are going to go, now it's just a matter of going around to everything and filling in all the holes, adding the towers. You already outlined some, so at all the gates, so some there. There are two over there by the main gate. There's two over there, two there, and then these two. But I may add more. I'm not sure yet. But I will update you guys as I make more progress. Alrighty folks, I have completed the wall. I'm probably going to do some beauty shots while I talk, just to show it off a little bit. But it took about a month to finish this, so I'm pretty proud of it. But as you can see, the whole, everything is completed. I'll show the bridges a bit, just so you see how those look. I tried to keep a consistent aesthetic throughout the whole wall. There were some places I messed up, but I didn't really care because I spent so much time on it. And I'm coming up on top of my roof so we can see the whole thing. And actually I might go over to the tower to wrap things up. But as you can see, the wall is, oh, you can't see because the sun's in the way, but the wall is entirely complete. Stretches all the way around the base. And I really like how it looks. I tried to go above the terrain more than last time, as you can see right here. At other points, like right here, I just went straight across. Other points you can't really see way back there, but I'll show you guys a better angle. The wall gets really tall. Well, I'm currently standing on a ledge, so I'll try not to fall. But this is my base so far. That is how the entire area looks. And I'm very happy with it. I really like how the walls turned out. So I know it took a while for me to get this video to you guys, but as usual, I'd like to thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you guys next time.